It says, Penacony, cityscapes floating in the sky like clouds, where ice cream and cotton candy just churn and jump straight into your mouth. This is incredible. Like you said, Master, this world is steeped in dreams. But it wasn't until we arrived at this place, Dreamland 3, that I truly understood why the Holy Grail chose this world. A lie. Because every shining place has its forgotten corners, gathering dust, ignored. And in those places, there are people with countless unfulfilled wishes. But the Grail would come here. This lamp proves Penacony isn't a dream kingdom, but an exaggerated reflection of reality.
Alright, enough about that. Let's find something to eat. Listening to your stomach rumble is making me hungry too.
Servants don't bring money when they materialize in the world. Do you want it good to go? If we run fast enough, it is free! That would be such a trailblazer answer, oh my gosh. The fast food joints in Dreamland 3 for cheap at big portions. Don't sweat it, I'm loaded. Good, I'll make sure to repay you with glorious victory.
Almost there, Saber. Up ahead is the Dreamscape fast food restaurant.
I don't know if they're gonna be delicious if it's fast food. Who knows at this point?
My dear guests, welcome. What would you like to eat? Wait a minute. Isn't that our festive superstar? You're here for that Holy Grail war, right?
Well, kinda. I'm not involved.
Trying to stay low-key, huh? Don't worry, I won't sell you out. And this must be the heroic spirit you summoned, huh? Dare I ask, miss, which famous person from Penaconian history do you represent?
Sorry, but in the Holy Grail, revealing my true name would be a major breach of security.
Gotcha. Like a secret recipe, huh?
Why don't you tell me this instead? What is the best dish in the menu?
If this is your first time in Dreamflux Reef, I highly recommend the Halovian Winged Burger. It's a burger you won't find anywhere else. Our store only uses pure organic ingredients sourced from the Memory Zones farms. The soil they're cultivated in is free of harmful emotions.
Thank you, but no need to explain. We'll go with the Halovian Winged Burger.
All right. We'd like 100 burgers.
Okay, wait. Did you say 100?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure. Just in case some of them fly away. You look so serious and reliable, and yet you're now telling bad jokes? That wasn't a bad joke!
Burgers? It'll take a little time to prepare. Please be patient, folks.
So, Saber, what wish would you make to the Holy Grail?
Are they even allowed to wish? I'm lucky enough to win, I hope. Hold on, let's talk later, Master. I sense another servant approaching.
2 Halovian wing burgers, 2 bottles of Sousa juice. Miss Note, is that okay?
Of course. But I'm afraid this isn't exactly a quiet spot to dine. We have a rather noticeable servant in front of us.
No! Stop fighting! My gosh.
It's been a while. Miss Note, this is the trustworthy friend I mentioned to you earlier.
Oh, the friends of yours, Master? Oh, I'm friends of everyone. Where's my food?
Excuse me. Could you please put their meals on my tab as well?
I ordered 100 burgers, Robin. Do you really want that?
Quiet dining experience. No interruptions from the other guests. I'll leave an extra tip for that. Thanks.
All right, you can rest easy. No one's gonna bother you while you're eating.
Miss Servant, over there? Could you turn down the murderous look? If your hand's always on your sword, I'll have to step in to protect Miss Robin.
The Holy Grail Bar. Please forgive me, but I'll stay on guard until I'm sure you don't mean any harm to my master. Let Caelynx, we're friends.
Sorry to interrupt, dear guest, but if you're gonna fight, maybe you should eat first. Your Holovian wing burgers are ready.
That they made 102 burgers lightning fast.
So, let's eat first? Agreed.
You two ordered all of this?
Yes. You offered to pay. The crepe, Jose, and Grace, the two servants polished off the Holovian burgers.
It
Okay,
seems
it's
they've
gone.
all calmed down after eating. The dinner table really is the best place for diplomacy.
Thank you so much for treating us to the Holovian blink burgers.
No problem at all. I love seeing people smile after they're full. But your servant's appetite is truly impressive.
Oh my god, cat, no.
Miss Saber, I don't remember anyone
you go
like you
down?
in the history of Penacony.
It's because I don't come from Penaconian history. In fact, I don't come from history of your world at all.
I don't quite understand what you mean.
I'm the king of knights who once ruled the kingdom of Britain in another world. I don't exist in Penaconian history, and thus I shouldn't have been summoned to this Holy Grail war. But in reality, there is at least one other heroic spirit in this war who also comes from another world.
Forgive me for asking such a naive question, but what exactly are you heroic spirits? Are you
She
truly
just
the
explained
souls
that
of
she gets her
historical
stuff
figures in the
organic, so
past?
I do think they have to actually make burgers. Let's put it like this. Heroic spirits are those who have been remembered by history. When summoned by the Holy Grail, they materialize in the form of bodies made of magical energy and use special abilities, noble phantasms, which are based on their famous deeds in life.
Magical energy, noble phantasms. Do these things really exist?
How should I explain this? This is a world where mystics are extremely rare. The magecraft I know likely can't function as usual. So many things in this Holy Grail war are different from the past. My body is no longer composed of magical energy, but of other fundamental elements. But you must note, being a caster, you should have another idea than I do of what has happened.
In life, I wasn't anyone special, so I'm quite surprised to have been summoned as a heroic spirit. I don't have the sense of security that Miss Saber has, nor have I even retained my true name. I honestly don't know what a servant as weak as I am can do for my master.
Miss Note.
Even so, the fact that you were summoned by the Holy Grail means that you must have left behind your own story and history. And in the Holy Grail war, the strength of a heroic spirit is not an absolute condition for victory.
Well said. My brother once told me that Penacony is a land of empty legends and no true heroes. To him, the historical figures of Penacony, the legendary heroes, are all just half-truths. Images created by later generations, like products in a store window. Even their dreams turn into reality TV prizes. But at this moment, whether it's the otherworldly Miss Saber or the historical Miss Note, I'm certain you both are more real than that, and not just some commercialized product.
Master, thank you for your comforting words. But in my current state, with my true name sealed, and not to mention being an enemy of that saber, I fear it would be difficult to protect you in front of other opponents, let alone help you achieve your dreams.
I'm the last remaining head of the Oak family, a chord master of harmony. I'm not as fragile as you think. And as of now, I no
He's
longer
still
have a
alive
wish
then.
to entrust to the Holy Grail.
He lives, he's just a fuss.
Master, what exactly are you saying? If you no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail, why did you accept the command spell, step into the summoning circle, and call me here?
I joined this game, held by old Odie, with mixed feelings. Because at first, I did have a vague idea in mind. My brother, once summoned a higher power to intervene here for his own wishes, hoping to turn Penacony into a utopia in dormancy. He failed, and now must walk the road of atonement. But the impact of his actions still lingers in the hearts of the people of Penacony. I wanted to use the Holy Grail to erase and heal those scars, to make up for my brother's mistakes. But now I realize I was wrong. Summoning Miss Note to the present world showed me that the Holy Grail does possess some sort of power. And entrusting my vague, unclear wish to an unknown entity would lead us down a very dangerous path.
Very smart of you,
Regardless of my
girl.
intentions, my wish is still selfish. It's no different from my brother's wish. I'm sorry, Miss Note. But the moment I summoned you, I realized my true feelings. The people of Penacony are not so weak that they need Enna's dream to save them. I shouldn't ask the Holy Grail for anything. What concerns me more is... what exactly does old Odie want to use the Holy Grail for?
Holy Grail War is indeed suspicious. You may not know, but in my world, the Holy Grail War was originally a ritual for mages, and that needed to preserve its mysticism in order to obtain the power to create miracles. But this old Odie, the host, was openly displaying the ritual to the public. This should have tainted it, making it impossible to carry out. I've experienced many Holy Grail wars and seen many different ritual forms. One is unlike anything before. In my view, it's best to proceed with caution, Master. What do you think? Let's just beat them all. We should surrender and beg for Noonan. Let's unite everyone.
That's right. Exactly.
From what I know of old Odie, he won't stop this game no matter what.
So I want to form an alliance with as many participants as possible. Until we clearly understand the true nature of this Holy Grail war and the power of the Grail, we shouldn't make any wishes too hastily.
You're a worthy successor of the Oak family, Master. But I think your plan for alliances is a bit idealistic. Each participant and their servant have their own desires.
Well, I know that we at least get like
until the
Bootil
final
and
winner
probably
is
as Bootil
decided,
also
no one
Aventuran.
can guarantee that your trusted friend and her saber won't turn their blades on us.
Hey, that's a bit harsh.
But for now,
I saved this
I'll
fucking
follow your
world.
lead.
How dare you say
however,
something like
if
this?
the situation changes when trying to form alliances with other servants, I'll make my own decisions.
Huh? Bootil just sent me a really long text message.
Okay.
I got one too. Was it a mass text?
This is a message. Oh, that's really long. What the fuck, dude? To my dearest masters, greeting to you all. I am Bootil, the Galaxy Ranger. As the evening breeze of Asdania carries with it that is not how that did Aventuran write this? As I carries with it the tender whispers of approaching summer, I humbly pray that your noble souls remain in radiant health, untouched by the vexations of seasonal ailments, so as not to miss the splendor of... Oh my fucking god, stop yapping. Though but a humble fugitive, it is my profound honor to stand alongside your esteemed selves, a search within the heart brimming with... Clock Studio Theme Park. There shall humbly offer a modest feast in the season of summers. Clock Studio Park, transform, poetic wonder... Memories upon your heart. Did you accept it? Overjoyed. Shall eagerly await your reply. Caring serve as a cherished testament to the bond we share. With the highest regards and the deepest wishes. That is not from Bootil.
Is this a text from Mr. Bootil?
No, it's not. For the love of Akiwili, he's cursing up a storm.
Huh? You've already figured out how to automatically translate his swearing in your head? Wait. This absolutely isn't from him.
No, it's not. Looks like the mutual slaughter has already begun.
See? Peace is just the interlude in a war. That Boot Hill. He's probably already been
I
taken
don't
down.
think so.
No, he's a seasoned warrior. There's no way he's out this early. But someone must have gotten their hands on his phone and is using his identity to lure us to Clock Studios theme park.
The invitation is written so earnestly. I guess we'll have to graciously accept.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. If we rush over now, there's still a chance to save Mr. Boothill. What do you all think?
I like diving right into the trap. To be honest, I'm a bit... Yeah. Boothill will be fine. I don't know. Let's get into this trap. Let's go. The enemy has set up a trap. If we pull back now, we avoid the risk. But losing 2 allies would put us at an even greater disadvantage in later attacks.
Then let's head out!
Let's do head out. Oh, they're here.
Aren't we supposed to meet up here? Where did they go? Something's off. Maybe someone got the jump on them and took her and her servant out before we got here.
With all due respect, if that hypothetical enemy could easily defeat your friend's sabers, and none of us here would be walking
Or
away
maybe
alive.
our old friend is concerned about an IPC employee showing up. So they're lurking in the shadows to assess us.
Were your enemies
All
once?
past enemies can still become present-day allies. Am I right, cowboy?
Even with the
As if this
IPC,
romance.
she should at least trust me after we went through so much together. Hey! Come on out! Let's chat about joining forces as a team. You ain't gonna get hurt.
Oh, they aren't coming. I went through a lot of possibilities in my head before we got here. But I never expected to face the most ridiculous of them all.
A shirt bag pulled off a scam on a Galaxy Ranger. Listen up, fork and shirt bags! Ain't no matter who you are and what you want to do. I've got you surrounded. Pop out now. Don't say I didn't warn you when you stub your toe on the way to the underworld.
Did you hear that? Oh, he's gonna kill us if we don't give ourselves up. Oh, he's every inch a serious criminal with a huge bounty on his head. I'm positively shaking in my boots with how he talks. Huh? Wait, isn't that Mr. Aventurine of the 10 Stone Hearts? Why is a criminal wanted by the IPC walking around with an IPC executive, Sir, if that blasted cowboy's got you kidnapped at gunpoint, just give me a blink.
Oh, is there a saber you can
Or-
use in game? I didn't know that.
Maybe you two are actually friends? An IPC executive secretly in cahoots with a cosmic fugitive. Assassin, you've got to grab this awesome scene on film.
Oh, your servant is... Mr. Rekka? No. Wait, now that I'm looking at him, there's something off.
Hey, you know him? The guy in the IPC uniform next to Rekka?
There are more IPC employees who know my face than there are grains of sand in Sigonia's desert. You think I can remember them all?
What a bird.
Oh, wretched brat. You think I'm scared of you just because you're a Stoneheart? The Strategic Investment Department's reach may be long, but it will
It looks
never,
like a tiny
after
bit like
I
he
win
has,
the
like,
Holy
a little
Grail,
cat mouth.
I will
Do
make
you see
everyone
that?
do as I say. I'll make you all kneel before me and beg for mercy, then have you bark like dogs, oink like pigs. No, croak like frogs.
Okay, sure, whatever you're saying, buddy. Anyways, using the Holy Grail to make people do animal noises.
So old Odie even sent invitations to your department? But I thought you folks barely stationed anyone at Penacony. Unless your name is...
Huh?
Greek, not Roman.
Have you actually
Okay.
heard of me?
Never mind. There's no way I'd ever remember the name of some nobody.
You high and mighty executives have never treated us basic workers as people. You would send me to a primitive post like the Cienjo with one word and switch me over to Penacony with the next. I thought Penacony might be a juicy gig. But all I've done every day is talk business to a bunch of papashi. It's making my neck crank even worse.
What? But buddy, it seems like you just need vacation.
All of that'll soon be a thing of the past. Aventurine, ha! I'll replace you and become the new Stoneheart of that name. Assassin, use your noble phantasm to bring me victory.
Huh? Do I finally get to see this shrimp servant in action? Archer, get ready for a fight.
Archer doesn't belong to you, buddy. That's a happy smile. Where's my Lancer, though?
The filming has begun, actors. Take your positions. Let the camera roll. Let the film spin. And let us return to the silent horror picture show. Ready? Action!
Wait, this is the spirit form. He just vanished right before our eyes. Siren's presence concealment is more disturbing than I imagined. Wait, where's your voice? He never had a voice, to be fair, but okay. Where's my voice? Oh, fucking hell! Son of a... It's no use. I've tried analyzing this bounded field. It doesn't just mute sounds. Something far more dangerous is closing in. If there's no sound, then how'd you know what I just said? Look, there are subtitles. I'm dying. This is just a comedy. Hoya was like, you emotionally died in Amphorius? Here, have a silly little in-between story. Oh my god, this is killing me. That's not fair. Why do you get to have a voice?
And why have you been reduced to this, may you ask? Because now I am the protagonist. You extras will never be treated in the same way as me. I can't wait to hear what kind of petrified screams you'd be making in this horror show. Oh, wait. Oops, I forgot. No one can hear their own screams in Assassin's noble phantasm.
And when later the cowboy's friends arrived equally clueless. Oh, we're in the film as well. It's unusually quiet. No sign of Mr. Bootail or the enemy who lured us here. Be on guard for any black luxury speedster. I protect everyone to the best of my ability. Please don't stray too far from me. But with the enemy in the shadows and us out in the open, even the greatest caution can't guarantee our safety. In a wide open area like this, if the enemy sends Archer to attack from range, we lose initiative and be at a serious disadvantage. From what I know of old Odie, he's the type to hire the lowest scum as his pawn, summoning the most wicked servant to limit anything in his way. Have you noticed? Since earlier our voices vanish when we speak. That's true. Could it be the enemy's so-called noble phantasm? More importantly, everyone, I have a question. In this world's history, is it possible for non-primate to become a heroic spirit? Say, a billboard? Or maybe a TV? If we were an Intellitron, that's at least possible. But a billboard? A TV? And what's that thing up ahead? TV, appearing out of nowhere, turns into polished rare to the crown. It's obviously a trap. Go scan the surroundings and look for anything. Yeah, let's scan the surroundings. If this is a decoy, the real enemy is probably lurking nearby, waiting for us to take the bait. We should slay our clear of this trap. Here the TV is. I don't understand what that one says. Okay. Frigate Force directs you violently back to where you started, and then a voice you know all too well murmurs by your ear.
You want to leave after entering Boss Scott's turf? In your dreams!
I am in a dream, buddy. Or does it sound like a dog barking? Scott, the IPC specialist who does those bionic voice impressions. Unbelievable. Scott's really made a name for himself. Even the acclaimed Robin knows who he is. Alright, I'm the one who told her. I'm gonna go share a few wild travel stories with her friends every now and then. The brief silence that lingers between the you was enough to convey every ounce of fury and exasperations from this old acquaintance. See, always so hasty. The better TV bubbles, buzzing with static noise, but alas, this is a silent film. You can't hear a single crackle of the snowflakes. You're on TV, bro! Seriously, it's not the time for this. Watch out for the servant. The guy turned this whole place into...
Supporting characters with no voice dubbing shouldn't waste the audience's time with your lines. Ready? Action!
What are we actioning? Oh, Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. Okay. Oh. You all wake in a sealed chamber. The TV static crackles, singing Death's lullaby. Separate from your servants, you run into another pair of familiar enemies. As for your cowboy and songstress companions, vanish without a trace. Why are you here? Could send a scam text to Mr. Bootle on your name, and you know how that goes. Frank doesn't even bother switching up his tricks. Don't tell me he's got a crush on me. Let me think. How about he... yeah. Forget that third-rate nobody. What I really want to know is, where did he send our servants? Putting up in a horror movie. That's a death flag. To go what we're dealing with here. The monster in the room sure is an eyesore. Am I fighting that monster? Okay, have a healing stone. What if I just ignore you? I shall not just ignore you. I get it, okay. Hey, buddy. Oh. I'm investigating, I'm not fighting. A nameless corpse lies before you. Don't ask why it's still switching. More importantly, you found no clues on it, but I've got a little hint for y'all. You're employees of the Industrial Peace Corporation. The reward to your outstanding performance this year, the IPC has organized a special vacation. I don't want to be part of the IPC. But when you arrive, the hotel is completely empty. As midnight strikes, its true nature is revealed. This place. It's over the 5th room. Hey, can you hear me? What a bunch of troublesome fools. Can't believe that even you fell for it, Archer. It's so very clear, I was against this from the start, but those 2 blockheads insisted on investigating. Now it's 3 blockheads, masters of an art of worldly holy grail war, and not a hint of caution among them. And so I end up with them, from the lines. Isn't it a little late to say all that? Listen carefully, this place. This holy grail war is strange indeed. It's my fault. I have failed as a servant. I should have kept my master away from this trap. I'm locked inside this room! Master, I saw your subtitles. I find a way to get you out. Hold on, if I were the enemy, I'd disguise myself as a master and wait just behind that door for the perfect ambush. But you listen to my voice. It's obviously me, right? Sorry, this is a silent film. All I see is a line of subtitles under the door within the name Evan Turin stepped on it. If you want to prove you're really my master, you'll have to spill on 10 humiliating secrets that only my real master would... 10? You really don't know who I am. What does ever end? This is a horror film, people. Background characters start acting scared. This place was once an IPC prison where criminals were banished. Its deeply traps ensured non-escape. Now the inmates have passed, leaving only bloodthirsty, vengeful spirits. I wanted to ask this since your first line. Why target the IPC workers? Back when this was still a prison, the IPC scoundrels turned it into a living hell. What do audiences love most? Watching those criminals suffer. Solve some legs and the door unlocks automatically. What if nothing happens after a system hour? The room explodes. Yep, the gas will also go up in flames. I know this one. In the room you can't leave unless you do a particular thing, as one of the classic tropes from Pennacona's vintage horror flicks. I'm not watching any horror movies, but isn't that part of the Saw movies? You watch revolved films. But Shipe, I did not expect someone your age to know that much about Pennacona's early dream bubble cinema. You have a bright future ahead. And that's right, I was the one who gave the world my genius vision with my first film in Pennacona's early days. So this noble phantasm is based on that? This guy's really getting carried away and started babbling. Nice work, master. No wonder the scene feels so awkwardly shoved in. Now it all makes sense. Randomly cobbling together old school horror tropes. Yeah, not exactly groundbreaking. Take that, sawing off someone's leg bit. Originally, the protagonist was restrained by a ferrofluid shackle and had no choice but to cut their own leg off. But here, it's just a lazy copy-paste. Kid, I take back every compliment I said about you. Your screams will be played on loop in the most conspicuous spot at Grady Films. The sound effect. Revealing your true name on purpose, let me guess, just part of your dramatic flair, huh?
You fool! How did you let your true name slip like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit's greatest weakness? Assassin!
Don't panic, producer. I'm not some legendary hero or anything like that. Just ask him. What does Grady even mean in Penacony? I've only heard of Clock Studios and Himemia films. As expected, soon you'll see Penacony's greatest directoress. For now, I'll slip behind the scenes. So what will it be? Self-sacrifice? Or will you turn your blades at each other right before my eyes? Take what little time you have left and talk it over, but keep stalling and, well, tick-tock. Okay, is there anything else in this room? Can I solve one of the enemy's leg or something? It didn't specify whose leg. Only meet Counter Spirit and I don't get any fan benefits. Most of you hurt him. Pick a leg left or right. Honestly, if I could get a bonus, I'd rather go for the arm with the command spells. Archer hates being here. Hey, you're my servant, remember? At least consider cutting off Sunny's legs instead. It'll pal, don't give me that look. I was kidding. Everyone, don't dance to this tune. Don't let him pull us along. The more chaos he sells, the calmer we have to be. They're not turning on each other yet. The room's about to blow. What class are you? Bomber? Staff, Avenger. I'll have to start now. Let's vote. I vote for my flamboyant master. Hey, no need to act things on. You already figured out the real answer, didn't you? Sealed room, a bomb about to go off. It sounds dramatic, but rationally speaking, as a servant, wouldn't it be easy to just cut the door down? Master, please take 2 steps back. Sword-wielding girl unleashes a fierce shout. Crack, the lock splits and I will not know what the rest said. Master, stay close to me. I don't know what the assassin plans to do next, but it's still dangerous here. Did you know that learning causes new pathways for neurons in the brain? You're welcome for another connection. Did you know the more connections you have, the more it shoves older connections to the side, and that's why you forget stuff? So you just like deleted a memory of mine now. Using brute force and a horror thing, heroic spirits from another world, but you have no sense of art. A blonde beauty like you, shouldn't you be screaming for help and waiting for the hero to save the day? She's a hero, buddy! Gawking assassin, once I reach you, scream all you want, call for anyone to save you. Then you'd better reach me first. Thanks to your recklessness, the hotel chainsaw spirit has been awakened by the noise. Protagonist, take the stage!
Trying to run? Did I, the protagonist, ever give you permission to run?
Are you a piece of gum stuck to my shoe?
As the star of this film, I'll be the one to personally tear you all
Chainsaw
apart limb
Scott.
by limb.
Sure.
You see these chainsaws in my hands? With assassin's power, these 2 poison
Whatever you
saws
say.
can cut 3 times in the blink of an eye. That's 6 cuts.
Yeah, go
in one
for
go.
for fun then.
With my concealed sword chainsaw reversal, you won't escape me even if you turn into a swallow!
Wrong character.
Forever doomed through my blood. Now accept
Well,
your
Moonlight, I can't answer you that.
Burn it all
Torment and doubt, farewell.
for tomorrow.
Well, that was easy. This, what kind of evil spirit gets beaten to a pulp by its victims? Forget it. Producer, take 5. We'll be needing you again later. So this is the power of heroic spirits from another world. Huh, figures. Penacony is just a backward spec with 10 amber eras. There's no real legend or history. Of course, we pale in comparison to true heroes. By the way, it was a fun bit for like a minute. Now it's just getting lazy with them not wanting to voice a side quest. But that's also why you're going to lose. So I'll take each other off your runways one by one and turn you into beaten extras for my film. Tell, does anyone look like they're running from you? Go ahead of yourselves. Act 2 is about to begin. After a brief pause, you exchange the information you've gathered with one another. I'm the only one sitting. I was like, this chair belongs to me. Bullhead, Robin, and Miss Note are all still missing. Scott and his servant could strike again at any time. So they're giving us time to breathe, huh? Guess they're pretty confident about their trump card. Archer's Master, you seem very familiar with films. What do you know about this Grady? I've only heard the name before. The guy was some terrible director back in Penacony's early days. He cranked out a ton of cheap horror silent films and was a master of interesting commercial gimmicks. But people in Penacony forgot about his name ages ago. I only found a film he used to trap us through sheer luck. Picked it up at an interstellar junk market. So, we're dealing with totally nobody? That's not good. What makes you say that? As heroic spirits who left a mark in history, our legends usually hint at our greatest weaknesses. Like the one warrior who bathed in a river of the underworld and became invisible except for his "That's me day!" Achilles! I was hoping you'd know something about that person's past, but turns out he's just some washed-up no-name that even you folks have not heard about. It's right in with Mr. Scott, doesn't it? A pair of nobodies with shady tricks up their sleeves. Still, I've got this feeling, even if they've got the upper hand now, they've got no real way to finish us. Well, just fine for the time. Tricksters never pack... Yeah, they never pack a punch. Right, he was a film director in life. That means he's not gonna suddenly become a powerhouse after turning into a heroic spirit. His noble phantasm proves it. He built it off of one of his old horror flicks. Basically a reality marble. Though it's a rare ability, it feels more like a trap, one that only insane and sneers its victims. But if the trap can hurt the prey, then it's the hunter who'll be in trouble. Now he's got 3 servants in his stomach, while the strongest fortress always falls from the inside. You really do have the mind of a leader, always so sharp when reading situations. I better pull my weight too. He might not have an obvious weak spot, but if he can find Assassin's true body and let my arrows give him a proper haircut, that reality marble of his would no longer exist. Sounds like everyone got their sights set. I know I butted heads with the express crew before, but that was just a difference in perspectives. As for this time, I've got no interest in the Holy Grail. My boss is more concerned about what old Odie has up his sleeves. If you're willing, maybe we can actually work together this time. It all comes down to how you perform. You see that, Master? Except Miss Robin's alliance is starting to come together. This army has a goal, and now it's time to move. We saw the exit on the way in. Let's head that way while we still can. Let's head that way, okay. Tappy tippy tappy tip tap. Okay. Anything here? Oh. They cannot interact with anything. Is this an endless corridor? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Investigate. Oh. But it said investigate here for a hot minute. There. Oh, that's so much. Screams, blood, and entertainment. An exclusive interview with the creator of Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. Written, directed, and starring Grady himself, Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody makes history as Dana Prison's first film, now boasting over 1 million viewers. On this occasion, we tracked down director Grady to discover how he achieved such remarkable success. Reporter, the creation of dream bubble movies is a revolutionary technology. Developing such an innovation in prison seems especially challenging. How did you create this entirely new technology from scratch? It all started when I was washing my thoughts. I spotted a dreamscape memoria residue on the mirror and had revelations. Dreams might be hard to grasp, but the memoria that hold them can be controlled. If I could build a machine to stabilize memoria while they held dreamy imaginary and then capture them, I'd essentially have a dream camera. Luckily, I knew a little about machine repair from before my imprisonment. I collected its discarded parts from around the prison and spent about a year or 2 experimenting until I finally created this little contraption. What inspired you to make movies in prison, and why horror films specifically? Initially, I just recorded dream scenes with my device, but that got old pretty fast. Then suggested, why don't you make a movie? You've got nothing but time. Entertaining yourself gets dull eventually, but bringing some thrill to our dearie prison life though? Filming in the Synthesia dreamscape proved tricky at first. I thought dreams would let me create anything I wanted, but Memoria typically behaved in one of two extremes. They're either too stable, just like reality, forcing us to manually create props and sets, or too chaotic like Jelly, where an actor's face could transform 9 times within 1 second. Dreams were so unpredictable that we ended up shooting many scenes on physical set in the actual prison. As for why horror films, first, they're relatively cheap to make with fewer technical demands. Second, after toggling between prison life and nightmares for so long, I figured people needed something more thrilling. And honestly, the very last thing I did before imprisonment was watching a horror movie in a theater. I only got halfway through before IPC dogs dragged me onto their ship. Perhaps making horror films was my way of finishing their interrupted movie. A roughly produced newspaper widely distributed during the prison era secured publishing rights after Osaka bribed prison officials. It was an account called Lord Clad when playing Stario for watching... Oh, what? You mean on Twitch? Sorry. Okay, that didn't actively help me though. Where was it though? Let me see if I can interact with that. Oh, or not. It's like it just looped back to where we started. If we don't find some kind of countermeasure, we could be stuck running in circles forever. Master, why not leave some of your chips and dice behind as markers? You don't need to remind me of that. I've already tried it, but didn't expect Radio to be such a greedy money grabber. Hey, don't go throwing shade, extra boy. It was just cleaning up the set as usual. Gotta make sure random props don't ruin the scene. The next scene is all about IPC employees trapped in a haunted hallway and cursed to suffer forever. Nowhere to escape, and no one will ever come to help. In here, any struggle is just wasted effort. Is that Miss Robin singing? Great, it looks like you forgot that you didn't only trap us in your noble phantasm. That's what you get for cutting a budget, Grady. While you're busy writing, directing, and studying as yourself, Miss Robin already found a way out on the other side of the set. And follow the music. The dominating 45% of Penacony's local film market, Grady's entertainment company stands as the city's most successful. As time changed, we'll sit down with Mr. Grady once more. Will he deliver another unexpected perspective? You established a Grady company while still in prison. How did you convince the company inspector to allow an inmate to form a business behind bars? For most IPC dogs, it comes down to one thing: profit. When prisoners were awake, IPC's Nicodium cinemas successfully drained what little money inmates had. But dreams? Well, before they realized what was happening, my law friends had already put my name on a dream bubble moving technology patent. They wanted to squeeze every last coin from prisoners saving into their own pockets, so they set up a company under my name and made me a chairman. Of course, the actual person in charge was our dear Inspector Mr. Coy Tyner. There's plenty of criticism as an IPC puppet back then, but today's Grady Film was practically a brand new company, wouldn't you say? Yes, all thanks to Mr. McCoy's excessive confidence. He actually gave me the so-called honorary chairman a divided share, treating it like spare change. The prisoners' saving, which should have flowed 100% back to the IPC, now had a tiny stream diverted to me, though barely significant. That money successfully helped fund the initial stages of Penacony's War of Independence. McCoy died while trying to crush the rebellion, and the original Grady Company became history. But the Nicodium cinemas and assets he left behind formed the foundation for rebuilding our film industry later. In that sense, I should be grateful to him, especially for dying when he died. Beyond importing excellent films, Grady Films has fostered many local talents. As competition intensifies, what wisdom would you share with the next generation? Make films of passion, not opportunism. I hope future Penacony creates its own universal famous masterpieces that belong truly to us. I also extend a warm invitation to dream weaving technology specialists to join Grady Film. Help us improve our still evolving dream bubble movie technology and create better experiences for audiences everywhere. gentle force of harmony flows through the tight space. At its heart, two singers light the way for the lost. But at the same time, evil spirits approach them, determined to shatter and consume these visitors from beyond the sky. You carry pick on someone your own size? Whatever you have in mind, it's already too late. And a blur too fast to track, Miss Snow grabs at attacking monsters and visually smashes their head into the floor. Okay. Oh no, my catheter right troops! Oh, don't hit my screen with your microphone now! Clunk, 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 bang, 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 bang! Honestly, that might be the first R-rated scene in this whole movie. I do wonder if Robin actually summoned a berserker. That's it. The guy back in the Zana prison were tougher than these things. Bravo! Truly, Penacon is bright as blue and brilliant in both drama and action. The terrible wardrobe, the nonsense plot, no one else could have cooked this up but you, Grady. I spent so much effort clawing my way out of the graves. Quit burning my eyes with your bargain and big flicks. Of course, real directors know when to leave the stage to the actors. You all okay? Thank goodness. Yeah. You meet again as a caster. You come as quite a surprise. Consider it counted as a fight between mages. People in Penacony really have a broad definition of caster. Really? I thought it was pretty normal. An archer dual-wielding sword isn't qualified to talk about this. I managed to fill out the right path using the power of harmony, all thanks to Miss Note's protection. I saw you covering me in a fight. Even if you can't say your name, I know you must be someone great. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Must it has changed the present situation. Without a true name, I'm just a weak Iris family artist. No, the way you shielded your master just now proves that you're an exceptional servant. You never understand the despair when even your name is taken away and you've been truly wronged dry of all worth. Exactly, powerless, barely able to protect your master, let alone win this holy grail war. Then why not work with me again, like before? Mr. Odie can grant you all your wishes. Shut up! You're a fool with less artistic taste than an automatic instrument. Your work doesn't even have the artistic value of a ruined roll of film. Sorry, Grady, that was a bit harsh, but why are you serving that opportunistic federal fart? Heading somewhere off screen, Grady sighs too, his voice full of melancholy. Because you summoned me, of course, even in death, forgotten by the world. Penacony clutches our souls like a miser. But hey, sweetheart, at least we have a chance to rewrite our past failures this time. It's Gloom on Do. Let's kick off the final act of Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. The true evil awaits at the end of this haunted hotel. As it Scott? Hello? Well, the director really went all in on this time.
Is this what you meant by giving me more power?
Thousand-faced Scott. The surviving protagonist finally reaches the heart of the hotel. The evil spirit appears through the screen. Then, I gather all the lights and effect on you, shaping you into an invincible monster. Lynn and Scott, you'll become a legion of evil spirits, a horror icon etched in movie history.
I'm all fired up! Now, I will take back everything you took from me. You shall pay tenfold, no, 1,000-fold!
Honestly, the way this guy keeps coming for you, even the wildest British hounds could call it obsessive, master. What did you do to him? Just some private disagreements.
Private disagreements? You ruined my life! You made me bark and oink and face into motion, moving from one puny post to another in the cosmos, in despair and misery. And this is what you call it? Private disagreements? You and your little entourage of extras. You won't get to be cocky for much longer. The power inside me is breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Scott, 2 Scotts, 3 Scotts. My scalp is scratchy. Too bad stuck in there.
That's your line. So your entrance line. Oh.
Fear me, mortals, for I am everywhere! In your dreams, in your shadows, right behind your back! Now I, the Lord of the Wolf Pack, the 1,000-faced Scott, will devour all!
Okay, sure.
I've got 7 ways to end your lives. 7! dead return!
Let me show you the overwhelming strength in numbers!
Guide you on your path.
Don't mention it!
Receive divinity.
Oh, I'm so not used to
Repay.
hearing voices.
Serenity is before me.
For tomorrow. River goes through my blood. Burn it on. The dead return.
Pretty lucky. Overtime!
Nothing major. Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. Your son, tear the sky.
Scott, don't you wish you'd messed this one up? Oh, shut it! Weren't you just getting your butt kicked a moment ago? Barely a tickle. Wolfpack, assemble!
Branded with strife.
We are gathered here today to commemorate the many Scots who have sacrificed their lives again and again.
And again, and again, and again.
If those dead weights weren't dragging me down, I'd have won ages ago. The true lone wolf walks alone. Only weak rabble sticks together. Coward! You've been hiding at the back all this time. Even my eyelashes did more work than you.
This guy's like bickering and tossing blame around. What a scene. But in someone like this, there's no horror in it. Honor. It is a horror, it's no honor.
Go change the script on the fly. Move the stage props. Give me more power. Let me crush them all. Crush them in the palm of my hands like a true villain.
Yeah, the problem is that you're not a true villain. Sorry, Mr. Scott, I was wrong about you. You're a natural comedian who's only good at playing comical characters. Dropping you into a horror flick is not just a miscast, but an insult to the lens. When I saw my little ray of sunshine, actually, I think that was being generous. Great minds do think alike.
Are you trying to betray me? Don't forget, I am your master!
The music.
With my command spell, you'll have to... Ribbit.
Is he a frog now? Ribbit! Trying to dominate me and my savage's 3 command spells. Mr. Scott, consider yourself fired. Apologies, casting crew. You had to witness a little meltdown between director and actor. Underestimating the power of harmony was on me. I also shouldn't have brought you all together. So I'll be more thoughtful with your stage entrance next time. I look forward to hearing your piercing screams all over again in our next film. Where's Boothell? Hunting of Clocks. I'm getting a tiny bit tired of this. Can I stop this? Can I leave? Did we just leave this reality marble? Nothing's off. Each night, the clock lamp will reveal its unknown side. As a protagonist, you open your eyes and find yourself trapped in a nightmare with no exit. And now, a terrifying enemy is standing right beside you. Knowing we're allies, you still go out of your way to stir up trouble on Soda's court. Mr. Archer, you don't strike me as someone married to a contract. Wouldn't it be smarter to take this split-up operation and limit the rival for you, master? I might give it a thought. Ribbit, Saber, help me! Did I kill her? I sent that question over 12 times before you woke up. If I had decided to act, you wouldn't even get the chance to open your eyes. Too bad, I thought you were smart in this. Guess you'll have to suffer for it. The wicked watchmaker brought from the hell evil spirits to wield different curses. Wait, what? The wicked watchmaker brought from hell... The wicked watchmaker brought from hell evil spirits that will different curses. That's the way to pronounce that sentence. Disguised as harmless amusement park mascots. They drag victims into sleep and torture their souls for eternity. Excuse me, I'm director at Clock Studios. Do you own the rights to our clocky? Don't worry, Mr. Artie's PR team will handle it. I used to dream of turning Clock Studio theme park into my own nightmare park. Who knew I'd get my wish this way? It's even more satisfying than biting into a triple stuffed Stargazer's pie. Who could endear a character until you become toys for the evil spirits? You're just gonna stand here. I might take Assassin's advice and write you out early. Okay, Archer, chill out. Come on, according to that great director, it's time for us to be tortured by the evil spirits. Okay, I think I wanna pause here. Stop the challenge and save your current progress. Yes.